Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video I'll be doing my round 4 AFL fantasy review of the Adelaide vs Fremantle game, and who went well, who did really badly, and who we should be trying to jump on as their roles are changing, etc., and who's looking really good. So now let's get into the video. So here you have Jordan Dawson here, 1-2-2 this week, and yeah, he just did really well. Scored in every single quarter, has that really good role of starting in the centre as a big body or a bigger body, and also coming back and taking the kickouts because he's so efficient with his kicking, so they need it. And he ended 20 kicks, 7 handballs, 5 tackles, 6 marks, and 3 frees, 4, and a goal. So that's just a really good stat line. He's got the 8 combined tackles and marks, covered pretty much every game. Like if we look here at Jordan Dawson, where is he? 1-2-2. Jordan Dawson, he's covered 7 and in every single game, and covered 8 in 3 of the 4. So yeah, he's just a really good option. If I can't get Sicily in, then Dawson will be the one that I'm getting in. Thilthorpe, I don't think is an option, just because I'm pretty sure he's a key forward, and yeah, he just scored really well in the last. Rankin's an interesting one. I just don't think he has he does have a midfield split, or he does come forward, come more central, I guess, into the midfield a little bit more, but he doesn't have the midfield split that I want to actually be able to go for him. Then you got Saligo here, who had a really good game. I just don't think he's going to be consistent at that 80 scorer, and he's probably also going to be suspended for a little bit. You got Smith here. I just don't think he can consistently score 80s, 90s, or 100s, and there's not much upside with that. Then you have Rochelle here, and I think we are probably 1 week too late now with Rochelle. I think you needed to get him around 500, 540k, not 580, 620k that he'll go up to. Then you have Jones here, yeah, 85. He's just not going to score that consistently, I don't think. And then Rory Laird's really struggling, and yeah, he just cannot get himself into games, and he's going to drop another 50k to 910k, and yeah, it really does not look good for him, as he's only averaging, I think, 92, 91, and if you owned him, that was a really big fail, as you probably lost about 160, 180k now. And then Roy Sloane here had a really good third quarter, but I don't think he's an option, as he's a sub candidate sometimes. Then you have Keys here, and he's just, with that forward role, even if he's on ball, he's just not that good at the moment, fantasy scoring wise. Hinge, McElhaney, someone I'm looking into bringing in as a defender, because I don't really have much, but I think he'll get beat out by the likes of Hunt, just because Hunt has a lot more upside in his scoring at the moment. Then you have Miller here, who I noticed a couple times. I think he kicked a goal somewhere here. I want to say he kicked a goal, but I could be wrong. Yeah, he kicked a goal, and that's how we noticed him. But other than that, just not a good pick. Was well wrong on that. Riley O'Brien, he's actually in a lot of danger of losing his spot, because who's the Adelaide ruckman positions? Ruck clubs, Adelaide. Strachan had a really good game in the VFL. I'm pretty sure he had something like 44 hitouts and 20 disposals or something like that. He had big numbers, and it was it's actually a question of, will Riley O'Brien keep on playing? I don't know if he will or not, but that's, I guess, up to the coach, but we'll just see with that one. This one is a definitely trade out if you have O'Brien. Doty, just didn't really get into the game until the last quarter. 31 sort of saved his score. Then Scholl, a good thing I didn't jump on him, as he just didn't look good the whole game. And I was hoping he didn't have a good game, because a guy that I'm playing in my classic head-to-head had him, and I was like, I don't know if he's going to score a 110 or not, but he just didn't do anything. He was on, 21 with 3 minutes to go in the first half, and then he was on, 36 pretty much until almost halfway through the last quarter. So yeah, he really just didn't score well. Then there's no one else here really to talk about from Adelaide. Then you move on to Fremantle, and you got Angus Brayshaw. Well, I mean Andrew Brayshaw. Don't know how I messed that up. Yeah, that was really... And yeah, let's just look at his numbers through here. You have here, he had 13, 18, 2 marks, 7 tackles, 2 frees for, 1 against. Yeah, so really good numbers. Again, hitting that marks and tackles target, that gets him that big score, and averaging 108. So he's certainly an option, and I think he could be an option for me in the future when I try and do some upgrades and downgrades. But at the moment, I'm just trying to fix my, I guess, defense and get out of some of these really sideways scoring mid prices that aren't really gaining value but aren't scoring well enough. And then Sarong, another really good game from him. Fell away in the last quarter, but I know it's a 106 again, huge. Liam Ryan is another... Luke Ryan. Wow, I'm really stuffing up these names. He had a really good game, I guess, 96. So he's an option for me. I just think he's the likely one to really sort of tank his average a little bit down towards that 100 or so, whereas I think Dawson can go 110, 120 from here, whereas Ryan's probably going to go 95, 100 from here on out. Sean Darcy, again, another good ruck game for him, but not the upper echelon of rucks in that he's not going 110, 105 that you have the Marshalls, even the Englishes, who's averaging like 120. Grundy at this point, so he's sort of in that 3 to 5 region sort of rucks. They're good options, but I don't think he's the best option. Schultz kicked goals, and that's why he got up to this marker here. And then Hayden Young had a really bad first quarter and then came back pretty strongly, but just not an option this year. Then you have Clark here, fell away in the last. Luke Jackson didn't really score. He scored consistently across the whole game, but really just as that secondary ruck isn't going to do much more than what he scored there. Hughes here really scored consistently across the day, but didn't score well enough to really do anything. O'Meara, Cox again, that was a trap to try and get him in, as he's had two really bad games in a row now, and that Price, he's really not done anything. Then Aish was in a tagging role on Laird, I believe, and that's why Laird had a really bad game. Henry, Banfield, none of these guys look really that good anymore. And then I just wanted to check the price of O'Driscoll. No, he's not. He's too overpriced. So if I go back to this screen, that's the review of the Adelaide vs Fremantle game. Remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload, and I'll see you guys in another video. Thanks guys, goodbye.